Alpha and beta males are what most people think of when they think of male personality types, and most people are aware that they employ different strategies when it comes to dating and attracting women. For instance, the beta prefers low risk when he's trying to win a woman's affections, tending to be very complimentary, and he may well try to buy her affection with gifts or material items in the hopes of drawing her in. Alphas, on the other hand, are looking for a high-reward relationship and are likely to adopt a more assertive approach and be more daring in their pursuit of a woman. However, when trying to pick up women, there is a very fine line between flirting successfully and being creepy. And there are many guys who cross the line into creepy territory. But there's one male personality type who is successful with women and who naturally knows exactly how to flirt without giving off the creep vibe. And that is the Sigma male. In today's video, we're going to tell you 8 ways that he flirts with women without being creepy. Number 8. He doesn't stare. In general, he's not the kind of guy who comes across as super obvious. The Sigma is all about subtlety in pretty much every aspect of his life, so it's not going to be any different when it comes to his flirt game. Women don't usually respond well to guys who are super obvious, and if there's one kind of guy that really gives women this ick, it's the staring creep. Not only is it creepy, but it's rude and insensitive to stare. This is not the Sigma style at all. Not only is he experienced in the art of subtlety, but being such an observant and emotionally intelligent male means that he knows how to act in a way that doesn't make women uncomfortable, instead adopting behaviors and approaches that build trust and a rapport with her. There is, however, a big difference between staring and observing. To stare is to look without taking in any other information, whereas observing is taking in everything one can possibly learn, meaning you're trying to understand someone on a deeper level. The Sigma male always spends time observing the woman he wants to attract. He observes her body language, her gesture, her subconscious movements, what she says and what she laughs at. These observations give the Sigma clues as to what she's really like as a person and how best to approach her. As an expert in observation, the Sigma knows how to use this to his advantage without making women feel uneasy. Number 7. He catches her eye. He knows staring is definitely not the way to go, so when he sees a female he would like to become acquainted with, and he's observed her for a time, he will begin the game by shooting subtle glances over in her direction. This should eventually lead to him catching her eye and engaging in some significant eye contact. Sigmas tend to hold eye contact for longer than normal in order to create a stronger initial connection, as eye contact happens to be one of the most important aspects of communication. Maintaining eye contact with someone also releases oxytocin in their brain, or the love hormone, so the Sigma makes sure he uses this to his advantage in flirting. He also knows the importance of the glance away technique. When he makes significant eye contact with a woman, he might flash her a brief smile, maybe with a head nod, and then, crucially, glances away again. This short interaction is brief but so powerful, and the woman's interest will be piqued as the glancing away adds to the mystery of the already mysterious and intriguing Sigma. Number 6. He uses the art of language. The Sigma will use the power of carefully selected language mixed with his strong storytelling skills to trigger a woman's imagination and create images in her mind to help him flirt successfully. Once he knows a little more about her, he'll do this by describing himself and his life in a way that appeals to her. He knows exactly what language to use to make himself come across as more attractive and interesting, and will use this to his advantage. His playful nature with language means that he's usually very good at creating subtle innuendos that capture her imagination and make her imagine what it would be like to be with him physically or even emotionally. But he does it in such a way that he doesn't come across as creepy or overbearing. He is aware of what language will turn women off, so will avoid using cliches and cheesy pickup lines that are deserving of little more than an eye roll while the poor female works out a way to make a quick exit. He instead uses his wit and intelligence to charm her, avoiding saying anything that could offend her. He prefers to keep conversation fun and light without crossing any lines, because the Sigma truly has the perfect balance. Number 5. He uses the power of touch. Sigmas are sensitive and intelligent, so they know all about how to use touch in an effective yet non-creepy way when they want to flirt and create a positive connection with an attractive woman. Creating a physical connection is important to the endgame, but it's got to be done in a subtle way if he doesn't want to come across as a creep. Fortunately, the Sigma knows many techniques to achieve this. He might brush his hand against hers for a brief moment, lightly touch her back as he guides her through a crowded room, or a playful touch when he's joking around. Humans can instinctively distinguish different types of touch. For example, stroking and patting suggests sympathy, whereas squeezing and hitting, unsurprisingly, is associated with feelings of anger. The Sigma knows what a powerful tool touch is, but will only use it sparingly and with respect and understanding, never in a pushy or aggressive way. Number 4. He connects emotionally. Women are more emotionally driven than many men, which is why to flirt successfully, it can be advantageous to be able to connect with a woman on a deeper, more emotional level. Being the sensitive, deep soul that he is, the Sigma male knows exactly how to do this. He will know what questions to ask to encourage her to open up and share her inner thoughts and feelings, helping him to forge a deeper connection based on more than just physical attraction alone. The Sigma has a knack for being able to get to her emotional side without being pushy, invasive, or creepy, and women are attracted to men who make them feel things, especially things they've never felt before. This isn't something that many men are good at doing, especially so early on, and this is one of the reasons that Sigma males have such great game. Number 3. He encourages independence. One of the things that makes the Sigma, well, Sigma, is the fact he is fiercely independent. This is a really attractive trait to women, but it's not something the Sigma keeps all for himself. He believes that one of the greatest gifts one can receive is that of independence. So you won't find him blowing up a woman's phone, inundating her with messages, or turning up at her house unannounced, or placing all kinds of expectations on her. He will respect her space and her need for her own life and independence. His independence is one of the things he values most, so he figures other people probably value it the same way he does, including the women that he's interested in. He will never impose himself onto a woman or make her think she is obligated to give him her attention. He sees that as disrespectful and annoying, and things probably won't end well in the long run. He knows that by giving a woman space to live out her own life, she will come to him if and when she's ready. Not only that, but he would rather be sure that she actually wants to be in his company before he wastes time and energy on a potentially negative experience. Number 2. He mirrors her body language. Many people underestimate the power of non-verbal communication, such as body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. But as humans, we communicate just as much with our bodies as we do with our words. We subconsciously mirror people that we are drawn to, whether romantically or platonically, as it shows that we are on the same wavelengths and it strengthens bonds between two people. The Sigma male knows how to use this subtle technique of mirroring a woman's body language in order to make her feel more comfortable, relaxed, and generally at ease. This way, she's more likely to open up and let him in and naturally feel more closer to him emotionally. Creating rapport and building relationships comes more easily when people feel relaxed, and the Sigma male is a master of understanding and using body language in a way that doesn't make him seem creepy at all. Now, before we get to number 1, if you're enjoying the video, then please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Finally, on to number 1. He's not desperate. There's nothing creepier or more off-putting than a guy who comes across as desperate when he's trying to be flirtatious. Desperate for love, desperate for attention, desperate for sex, no matter what, it all has the same undesired effect on women. The Sigma is so good at flirting because he is as far as you can get from desperate, and it shows. The woman can feel his genuine contentedness and can tell that he's not putting on any act to gain her affection. As we know, the Sigma is super independent. He's self-reliant and doesn't depend on anyone for anything. and that includes women. He doesn't chase women, he doesn't need to date, he doesn't need to flirt. If he does so, it's because he's genuinely interested in a woman as a person and isn't just trying to patch up his insecurities. If a woman rejects a Sigma, then he will immediately move on. He sees it as a waste of time to pursue someone who isn't interested in you, and dating in general just isn't something the Sigma sees as being the be-all and end-all of life. He has priorities that require his focus, like working on improving himself, developing his business, or working on projects, so he doesn't need to be desperate. His life is fulfilling enough. Thanks for watching this video on ways Sigma males flirt without being creepy. What do you think about this Sigma trait? Let us know in the comment section below, and while you're here, why not subscribe to our channel and click the notification icon so you'll be notified of all future uploads. And we'll see you next time.